Hello friends, let's deal with the news that Russian propagandists present as a stab in the back to the Ukrainian side. What is the gist of this news? Ukraine received from NATO 98% of the promised aid. This was announced by NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg. This refers to packages of military assistance from the West, including artillery, air defense and armored vehicles allocated for defense against Russian aggression. The support and training provided are crucial for the Ukrainian military to successfully conduct a counterattack. General Christopher Cavally, Commander-in-Chief of the US Armed Forces in Europe, stated this. "We sat down with our Ukrainian counterparts and counted the amount of equipment they need for this offensive, and we gathered that from our allies, who have been very generous, especially in the matter of tanks and armored fighting vehicles. And we delivered all of that to Ukraine." He added that America is in constant contact with Ukraine in order to determine the actual needs of the AFU and provide them in a timely manner. In addition, work is underway to strengthen Euro-Atlantic security. Let me remind you, over the last year, the member countries of the Ramstein format have armed Ukraine for $55 billion. Of this amount, about $35 billion was allocated by the United States. I have to explain what the NATO Secretary-General said about Ukraine receiving almost all the promised military equipment from its partners. I have seen various statements, but a particularly common narrative is, this is the end, Ukraine will not be given anything more. The Secretary-General of NATO indeed announced the figure of 98% concerning the equipment received by Ukraine from the international partners, but he only dryly recited the statistics of deliveries, but for what period of time? As of the end of January 2023 or February 2023, perhaps the first quarter of 2023. And that's the whole point. For example, the US will announce 2 aid packages to Ukraine in May, similarly in June. And in July, and why? Because the US aid to Ukraine is scheduled for the whole fiscal year 2023. And in the fall a new budget will be adopted, which will also include military aid to Ukraine. It is the same for other countries. Britain, Poland, France, Germany, Italy and many others. They have a plan of assistance to Ukraine for the whole of 2023 and their schedules of deliveries, this or that type of machinery, armaments, equipment. That is, 98% does not mean that everything that they wanted to deliver has already been delivered, and that is the end of it. 98% is about a specific delivery, a specific nomenclature, for a specific period of time. But due to the secrecy, we were not told about the essence of the supply, its nomenclature and about this period. This is the reason why many people misunderstand what is kind of clear. What is interesting, the Russian propaganda began to actively use these 98% supplies. They say that they gave Ukraine everything they could and now they will get nothing, now we will win. Ridiculous. I hope I helped someone to understand the situation.